Welcome to the field. Today I'm going to be doing some form work. This is something that I've been waiting a little bit to do since before Tour Down Under, so it's been like 2 months. And I'm going to teach you about the 3 things that I can see at the moment that is wrong with my form. So I'm going to warm up and we're going to start drilling. So yeah, this is probably going to cut to a sped up shot of me stretching and warming up. All right, so the first thing I have been struggling with is elbow dip. And my understanding of elbow dip at this stage is essentially one of 2 things. Either I'm flexing my elbow too quickly during my pull through, which I don't think it's that. That's only an issue if the second thing, which I think is far more important, is true, and that is I'm externally rotating at my shoulder, which is this motion here, while I'm throwing. So what that means is instead of the disc pulling through like this, I'm externally rotating like that, and then it's going from there to there, which can create some nose up. So that's the first thing I'm going to be working on today, is fixing my elbow dip. It's been pretty severe. If you look at it from a back angle, you can actually see the disc like this, which is not good. So all I'm focusing on, I've got a cue. A lot of people try to teach that you reach back like this, but that hasn't been working for me at the moment because I can still externally rotate when I do that. Instead, I'm doing the opposite. I'm focusing on supinating rather than pronating and holding the disc kind of like Niklas Antilla. So thinking about just keeping everything as it is, and I'm thinking about actively internally rotating as I'm throwing. Another cue that I'm going to use is low reach back can also help because part of it comes from the high reach back. The other one that I also will be using is reaching back and thinking about pulling through to like my belly button sort of level, because that helps the disc stay below my elbow, which then helps the release angle. So yeah, I'm going to throw some shots and I'll review the film and then we'll get back to it, see how it's going. Start with standstills. That tends to be my advice when I'm teaching form. Start with standstills and work your way up. So here we go. I'm not trying to throw hard, just like 40% power on all of these. These probably aren't even going like 330 feet. So yeah, just focusing on here and bringing this elbow up and out, just like that. That's all we're focusing on. I'm still getting some good distance out of these. I'm going to throw one more, then we'll review. See how that looks. Okay. Pretty happy with how that's looking for now. just that arm path. What I'm really like happy with is I'm getting that straight pull through and I'm still getting into my deep pocket. So I'm not sacrificing some other mechanics. Like I'm not getting to here and then coming around early or anything. So I like to see that. Now what I'm going to do is try experiment with some more angles. So I'm going to be trying to throw a flat shot with the same sort of mechanics, and then some Annie shots as well. Just really trying to learn how to keep that elbow high the whole way. So let's get into it. This will be another hyzer because this is a flippy disc. Just really focusing on that. There we go. That one's kind of bombed. That one still went like 360, 370, something like that. Damn. Just bam. That one was kind of bombed as well. There. Belly button. That's what I'm going to think of on this one. Belly button. Wow. That one had so much skip out at the end. I threw that like so soft and it skipped out like 150 feet. Hopefully that means I'm still spinning them really nicely. Bam. I'll try to throw this one flat still. Just thinking about that. Yep. This grass is perfect for like a max distance shot right now because it's so burnt off, so low. It'll be perfect. Right, now I'm going to throw these all on Annies, or try to. See if I can re-figure out how to throw an Annie, just like that. A little high. And I think I needed to pace it down a little so I can really focus on the mechanics a little more. Lean back more. There we go. That's the line I'm looking for. Oh yeah. And just the same again. Low reach back, low pull through, Annie. High elbow. There's so many sandflies right now, I'm getting murdered. A wee bit yanked. Still skips out though. High elbow. High elbow. Alright. Let's see how that's looking. I must confess, I have been drilling this, well, this is my second session drilling it. So this isn't the first time I've been trying to do the, fix this elbow dip thing. So I'm going to throw, a decently hard shot and we'll see how well it goes. I just realized I'm missing a disc, but that's fine. So let's just throw this, just focusing on that good elbow up, really. Just a normal tempo shot. Wow, I still kind of mashed that. Okay, that went like 480. Boom! So, that brings us to the next thing that I think is wrong with my form, and it's partially causing this elbow dip. That is my footwork timing. So if you watch me throw, you'll notice I get to full extension and my front foot isn't even planted yet. What that means is it feels like I'm reaching down, but it just raises up, raises up, raises up, and then when the front foot hits the ground, all of a sudden it's higher than I would like it to be. So what I think I'm gonna try drill for this one is doing this, essentially. Timing so that my plant happens at the exact same time as my reach back and pull through. Well, as my reach back hitting peak. So I'll be focusing on touch at the same time and then pull through to here. That's what I'm thinking about. Let's give that a try. .330, absolutely nuked it. Almost hit the camera there, but that's okay. Let's just readjust and we'll be fine. Feels a little wobbly, to be honest, because I can hear like the as I throw it, which usually means there's probably a little wobble on it. That was very high. I felt all right. A lot of these are just going to feel awful, and I've kind of accepted that. Like, my throw is not going to feel good for a couple weeks at least, but it's going to be worth it in the long run. What a line. What a line. Oh, I wish I had the camera facing that way. It was such a nice shot. All right, let's get some flatter shots in. Whoa. That was a yank and a half, far out. Let's try with a tiny wee little run up in there. And this one's just for fun. Oh man, barely went anywhere. So, what have we learned? Bad timing on the footwork is one thing. So this is about as far as I'm going to go in this video. I might come back in a couple days and re-review this, but these are the form changes I'm trying to make, starting with the pull through. Then I'm going to go to my timing, and the last thing I really want to fix is my back leg. So when I plant, I kind of just plant like this. I'm very dead, my legs are very straight, my hips are in line with my knees. There's just nothing there. Then when I rotate, I rotate like this. This leg slips back, but it slips back along the heel. What we want to do is plant here, and rather than being stiff-legged and really open at the hips, I want to be squatted down a little bit more. I want to be on this back toe, front heel, and what I really want to learn is this, rotating on this back toe. think the best example of a person who does this really well is probably James Conrad. As I was saying before my video was so rudely interrupted, getting on this back toe just like James Conrad. That's my 3 changes, is getting the elbow dip out of there. Then change number 2 is getting my timing right. And change number 3, which will connect into change number 2, is getting up on my back toe and just general footwork stuff that needs optimization. So I'm going to be drilling these alone at the field for a while. I'll post an update video probably a week after this gets posted to see how we're doing in terms of my form. And yeah, a little shameless plug. You can go get a form review from me on Formero if you want. I'll chuck the link in the description. And yeah, drop something down below, whether it's a comment, a like, subscribe, an unsubscribe, turn off notifications, I don't know, whatever you want. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.